This is Zach back from Midwest Railway Preservation Society, and we're bringing you part 3 of our frame repair series. With me today is Project Manager Greg.
Entering stage right. Hi, how is everybody doing tonight?
And we're going to go over the process of getting started on the frame repair in earnest. Stay tuned. In the last part, we talked about squaring the frame and placing dial indicators so that we could monitor its progress during heating and during the weld process. Today, we're going to talk about setting up the frame heaters, the induction heaters that are keeping everything warm enough to allow us to actually do welding work.
Yes, we are. So we got this heater from a company called Red, as in the color, -D-Arc. They are supplying us with this heater to heat the frame and keep the frame hot while we are welding and doing the actual frame repair. The heater, the great big silver box, was supplied by Red, that's the color, -D-Arc. The heater is a big part of this whole welding operation. What we had to do was heat up both sides of the frame to keep everything even. And the reason why we have to heat the frame is so we drive out all the oxygen inside the cast steel. We had to heat the frame up to 250 degrees. These heaters are designed to take electrical energy and convert it to heat, which then this pink silver heating pad, and that's basically what it is. It's basically takes the electrical energy, like I said, and converts it to heat by just being a really kind of controlled short. So those are actually stuck underneath the locomotive and actually directly to the frame. We've got about 8 to 9 heaters pads up underneath the engine, both heating various areas of the locomotive. Both frame rails underneath the cylinder casting. The reason why we're heating both is we're hoping to keep the stresses even on both sides. The problem is if you only heat one side, then the other side stays cold, and since the other side's expanding, it could cause further damage, which is not what we're trying to do. So we're heating both sides to an even temperature. That way, all the expansion and contraction is relatively the same, or at least as much as we can control. The heating pads are controlled by the big silver box, which the small silver box on top of that is basically the brains of the operation. That's where you go in, you set which outlets are working, what temperatures you want, and you turn on the heater and you just let it run. And it will do that to the end of time. We have to keep the frame heated 24 hours a day while we're welding on the frame. The reason being is because we have to keep all the water particulate out of the frame while we're welding. So the ideal temperature is 250 degrees, which is obviously higher than boiling point. So there are 2 wires that are tied together, spot welded to the frame. We got 3 locations that we're looking at. One on the back side of the crack, one on the front side of the crack, and then one on the opposite side frame rail. The way that it works is that the 2 wires are spot welded to the direct surface that you're trying to heat, and it senses a resistance through the material that you're heating. Like if the resistance were to go down, the material is being heated, stay tuned next time, because we will actually go over the removal of the crack and what problems we actually found with the actual casting itself. Stay tuned, you're going to want to see this.
This is something that no one else has done before. We're learning a lot about steam locomotive construction from the turn of the century, and we're happy to take you all along for the ride as well. See you next time.
The Midwest Railway Preservation Society is pleased to thank Lincoln Electric for their contributions of welding equipment and expertise. With more than 125 years in the business, Lincoln Electric makes some of the finest welding machines in the world. Midwest would like to thank Jay's Over the Top Fab and Design for their contributions to the 4070 restoration. For expert welding and fabrication services, call 330-842-1644.